haircut with some LA Clippers like the late.
Now to the good part.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Nets. Already, they're on the outside looking in. 9th place in the conference. And, of course, there's the Pistons, down 4 spots.
I think for the Nets, they've had that kind of mixed start that we've come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of special season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. And it's Arizon in at the small forward position. And for Detroit, Dwight Howard out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Johnson, then it's Ball, and it's Thomas in at the shooting guard. So Brooklyn wins the tip. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Detroit. Pass the ball. Now Howard. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Williamson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Here's Lever. Ellis outside. They set a pick. 5 on the clock. And it's all from three-point range. Ball outside. Howard inside. Deflected. Here's Arizon, covered by Johnson. Lever passes to Ellis. The three is up. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Spins. Here's Howard. It's blocked. To the middle. Malone. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Pass to Johnson. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound and the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Here's Arizon, fires from the wing. Here's Malone. Soft touch off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Johnson finds Williamson. Now here's Thomas. Outside Johnson. Howard, the screen. Johnson with a bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Malone, guarded by Howard. Here's Lever. Shoots over Ball, and there's another one for Brooklyn. Pistons trail by 3. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Let's take a second to see which teams have been hitting the glass with a fury this season. The Nets second.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Williamson passes to Ball. Knocks it loose. Fast break, Brooklyn. A nice shot by Harrison.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Ball. Really had troubles in the loss to New Orleans. Couldn't find his rhythm. Johnson on the wing. 4 on the clock. Back to Ball. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Malone.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Harrison. Thomas defends. Ellis outside. And there's a pick. On the take. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Thomas outside. Back to Ball. Detroit moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
DeRozan is checked in for Ball. Brooklyn leading by 7. Pass to Lucas. Here's Harrison. Here's Malone. Oh, it's blocked by Williamson.
Whoa. Zion looked like a flying fortress the way he protected the rim. And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
The kick out to Johnson. And again, the Pistons missing. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Lucas. To the left wing. Here's DeBusschere. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the inside. Malone can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 9. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Here's DeBusschere. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. He drops it from range.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Williamson. Pass to Thomas. And here is DeRozan. 14 feet away. And Detroit again with the bucket.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
Here's DeBusschere. Here's Malone. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Malone's got 8.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Thomas passes to DeRozan. Picked by Williamson. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the floor.
DeRozan up top. He's covered by Curry.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Nets leading by 8. Pass to DeBusschere. They set the pick. Five to shoot to the paint. And there's a 3-second violation. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
Detroit moving the ball around. Thomas outside. From deep, Johnson sinks it from distance. Now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. And here's Thomas from the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Malone's got his 4th rebound in this one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Down low. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
And Brooklyn has possession. It's a 5-point game, and this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And they'll meet 3 times overall. A little bit of a tone setter here tonight.
Whoever wins here immediately gets the edge in the season series, so I expect to see both teams with intensity.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Pass to Randolph. DeRozan against Curry. DeRozan, left side. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
Outside Curry. Here's Malone. Pass to Curry. Clock at 4. And Malone gets it to go. Malone's got 14.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Now here's DeRozan. Thomas, the screen on Curry. Here's DeRozan. No good from 18.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. 58 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Thomas. Back to Williamson. Here's Thomas. On the wing, DeRozan. In his last outing with 12 points.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Lever. Thomas defends. Here's Malone. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Now Thomas. No made baskets yet. Here's the floater. Yep, that one goes.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
DeMar DeRozan is out there with Murray. Then it's Dwight Howard. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Randolph in at power forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Harrison. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
DeRozan outside. The fader. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Davis against Murray. Pass to Sabonis. 3-pointer. Here's Lucas. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead. And it's Detroit with the ball. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now here's Davis. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Pass to Sabonis. Uses the glass on the layup. Sabonis has got his first 2 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. To the inside. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Harrison, pass to Davis. And here's Sabonis. Here's Artest. Off the mark there with a 3. With a healthy roster, the Nets got off to a good start last year, Richard.
Yeah, they were 9 and 10, playing good ball, but a few injuries, notably one to Cam Thomas, really shut down their season. And the Nets went 6 and 22 after the All-Star break.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass, pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second-chance points.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Brian?
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. checked in for Detroit. Ellis is checked in for Brooklyn. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Porter. Now here's Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Harrison. Porter pulls it in. And so Porter will bring it up for the Pistons. Down by 15. Ball outside. From outside the arc. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Here's Harrison. Cash money from 16 feet away. Harrison's got 8 here in this quarter. The Pistons have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Ball passes to DeRozan. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Ellis. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Pistons trail by 12. Ball outside. DeRozan, a screen on Davis. Here's Ball to the wing, right side. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Porter. Harrison, pass to Davis. Here's Harrison. Pass to Lucas. Ball with a steal. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Howard finishing it off.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Williamson is checked in for Detroit. Thomas comes in for DeRozan. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Ellis. He's got 5. Ball right side. Pass to Thomas. Six on the shot clock. Howard, the screen. Outside for Porter. Williamson outside. Here's Thomas for 3. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Thomas has got 5 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Lucas. To stop the drought. Another shot. And Malone gets it to go. He's got 18.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Thomas outside. Back to Ball. Uncovered. And there's another one for the Pistons.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pass to Lever. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Lever. The shot. Ellis' shot is off. Pistons trail by 7. Howard with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he also made an impact at the defensive end, blocking 2 shots and contesting others. The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Here's Lever, coming off a 22-point game against Toronto.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Williamson outside. Here's Ball. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Ball's got 9 points.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here are the NBA's best three-point shooters at the 2-guard position this season. This is a dangerous group. Pass to Artest. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for the Nets, Malone. Moses Malone. One shot.
Detroit with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Ball. This one for 3. Brooklyn with the board. 17 points was their biggest margin.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Lever from the arc. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Howard's checked in for the Pistons. Johnson comes in for DeRozan.
Substitution on the court.
Ball looks over the floor. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game now.
At the line for Detroit, Thomas. Isaiah Thomas.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas. Nets leading by 6. Pass to Harrison. Here's Lever. Over Ball. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, it's what every youth coach says. Follow your shot. This is why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
And here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. Outside Johnson, just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Malone's got 9 rebounds now. A minute 39 left to play in the first half. Lever passes to DeBusschere. Here's Harrison. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Ball finds Thomas. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Lever.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Ellis, good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Pass to Lever. Here's DeBusschere. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Nets, DeBusschere. Gabe DeBusschere. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. 26 seconds left in the first half. Ball outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Inside to end the run. Here's Howard. Blocked! Here's Harrison. Up and in on the layup. Harrison's got 14.
they've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Nets out in front, up by 16. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
And moving on to some awards, these are the two players of the week in their respective conferences. In the East, Anthony Davis.
You always expect a lot from AD, but he has delivered at another level lately. Points, blocks, rebounds, whatever this team needs, he provides it. I love everything he's doing out there, and he's dominating the game.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 16. On the floor for Brooklyn. And it's DeBusschere in at the power forward. Now here's Johnson, guarded closely. Offline with a baseline jumper.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
DeBusschere passes to Lieber. Thomas with a steal. Here's Ball. Oh, LaMelo using his speed.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Here's Lieber. Pass to Ellis. Knocked away. Thomas with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. The three from Ball. Connects from downtown. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Here's Malone, guarded by Howard. Malone can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 11. Here's Thomas. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Here's Lieber. Here's DeBusschere. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Thomas passes to Howard. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Pass to Malone. Lets it go from 11. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Thomas misses.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Ellis passes to Malone. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Malone's got 25 points.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Pass to Howard. Ball outside. Misses the 3. Nets leading by 9. Here's Arizon. 14 points for him. Here's Malone. And no good, trying to use the glass.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Thompson.
And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Lever. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Nets lead by 9.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Thomas outside. With the drive. Good work there as it goes. Thomas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Guys?
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Thomas. 11 points in the game. Ball outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Brooklyn with the board.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Here's DeBusschere. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson on the wing. Fires from deep. Arizin pulls it in. Arizin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's DeBusschere. He's got 5. Counted. Arizin's got 16 points now.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And the upcoming schedule for the Brooklyn Nets. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, they obviously have the upper hand coming into that one. But don't expect a blowout. It could turn into a real battle.
Now here's Ellis. 9 points in the game. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. To the wing on the left. Here's Malone. Lays it up and banks it in. Malone's got 27 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Johnson. Ball outside. Back to Johnson from behind the arc. Brooklyn with the board. Malone's got 11 rebounds in the game.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Fires top of the key. The rebound by Detroit. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Howard. And here's Ball. And they they double up Williamson. Here's Thomas for three. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists now tonight. Nets leading by 8. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. DeRozan is checked in for ball. So the Nets making a switch here. And the Nets with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Lever. Six to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Malone. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Dwight Howard picks one up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. To the middle. The shot by Howard, no good. Nets leading by 9. Out to the wing. Baseline try. Brooklyn, no good that time either. For Detroit, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Over the years, DeRozan has become an exceptional passer. So defensively, you can't afford to just overplay him.
Lever passes to Harrison. Ooh, Howard with a block. Johnson on the wing. Williamson outside. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by DeRozan. Now just a 5-point Nets lead. Here's Lever. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Lever's gotten 4 this quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's DeRozan. Give him 8. Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Here's Malone, and the layup falls. Malone's got 30.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Harrison, pass to Malone. Here's Lever, guarded by Howard. Lever can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 7-point differential. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by Lucas.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Here's Harrison. 16 points for him from the high post. Good. He hits the jumper. Harrison's got 18.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Pass to Johnson. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Williamson finds DeRozan. Looking to get back on.
Oh, gracious.
Just incredible.
That is a monster finish. That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, they'll make a rim shake.
Here's Lucas. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Harrison, defended by DeRozan. Clock at 2. Corner shot. Harrison misses. Pistons trail by 7. Outside Johnson. Pass to DeRozan. Brooklyn pulls it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Now here's Thomas. 14 points for him. It's tipped. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lucas. Here's Harrison. Here's Lucas, covered by Williamson. Here's Thomas, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Thomas has got 9 points in the quarter.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And so it's Brooklyn closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. We've got Michael Porter. DeMar DeRozan is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Zion Williamson, and it's Randolph in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. On the wing, DeRozan. DeRozan, right in the heart of the D.
Working to find the high percentage look. DeRozan makes sure he converts.
Here's Lever. Ellis outside. The shot off that time. Good D by Ball. Pistons trail by 5. Porter, the pass to Williamson. Here's Lever. We've played just over a minute here in the 4th. Down low, Lucas. And a strong finish with two hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Ball outside. Williamson passes to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Williamson right side. DeRozan passes to Ball. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Oh, LaMelo using his length.
Yeah, how about the athleticism from LaMelo? Great agility in the lane.
Pass to Artest. Sabonis looking over the floor. Good D by Williamson.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Randolph. Yes, it's good. Now just a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Lucas. And they pick up 2.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
He's really valuing every possession. That's just his first turnover of the game.
Nets leading by 5. Pass to Artest. And here's Sabonis outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded by Ellis. DeRozan, forceful inside.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Lever passes to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Randolph grabs a miss. And Ball will bring it up here for the Detroit Pistons. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Detroit moving the ball around. Fades back. Brooklyn pulls it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. Inside, here's Sabonis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Nets lead by 8.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. For the Pistons, Howard's checked in for Williamson. Johnson comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Thomas in for DeRozan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that JB Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Harrison misses.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Pass to Randolph. And there's the rejection. Harrison, pass to Lucas. And Ball's over to help. Now Ellis. Here's Harrison. Here's Malone. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Malone's got 9 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Thomas, that's good. Here's Ellis. Pass to Harrison. Here's the pick. Up again. It's good on the putback.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Outside Johnson. Here's Randolph. Back to Thomas. Pass to Ball. Contact inside.
I'll tell you what, when this team is in a tough spot, LaMelo Ball is their answer.
Ellis outside. Here's Harrison, pounded by Ball. Goes up at the elbow, and there's another one for Brooklyn.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Ball outside. Thomas outside. The bank shot, no good. Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Harrison. Ellis passes to Harrison. And there's the screen. Shoots it from the high post. The rebound by Detroit. Randolph's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots from 12. Ball no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Harrison. Pass to Lucas. And the layup is good off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Now here's Ball. Howard, the screen. Takes a 3. Ball no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Nets have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. And that one's good to Busher.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Here's Thomas. Right wing. Here's Randolph. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for 2, Randolph.
That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Clock at 6. Oh, no good.
Big rebound on a night where they haven't exactly controlled the glass.
Thomas. The acrobatic double clutch finish. Wow.
The adjustment. Man, what a finish.
Here's Lever. Ellis outside. They set the screen. Using the glass to lay it in. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 11. Ball stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Harrison, covered by Johnson. Ellis outside. 6 to shoot. He launches. That misses.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
It's good!
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Nets leading by 9. 1:21 left in the final quarter. Here's Malone, guarded by Howard. Oh, rejected by Howard. Outside Johnson. Now Ball. Now Howard. Sweet move. Got a piece of it. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Ellis. Thomas defends, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Timeout called, the Pistons. They're trailing by 9. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Howard with the ball. Now Ball. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. He knocks down the jumper. Now the Nets with it. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, the shot is off. So we see the Nets get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Yeah, my boy G, I'm Black. You need some help down there in the paint. You probably need to get rid of the Rosen and probably Zach Randolph. Yeah, man, look like Moses Malone just had a field day, bro. You know, Dwight Howard doing all the work too. I ain't gonna lie, he was doing all that work by himself.